Hey everybody, it's Deb. Welcome to my channel, Free Spirit Intention. And today, first of all, I hope everybody's doing good. We're doing good over here. You know the old routine. If you hear anything in the background, it's Striker. Chewing on a bone or drink of water or whatever. But anyways, today we're going to do a reading on the new moon in Cancer. Yes, the new moon in Cancer on June 25th, 2025. Yes. And these are my notes because there's a lot of information and I just need them. So, anyways, I hope everybody's doing good. I hope everybody started their work week and everything's all having a good day and everything else. Today, I mean, mark it on your calendar. I actually am doing a reading in the afternoon instead of in the middle of the night. So, it's just a new thing. So, let's see how this works, okay? All right. Let us begin. Fire has burned in every ancient rite of passage across the timelines, okay? Fire clears what lingers in the shadows. Fire seals the soul's intention. June 25th is the new moon in Cancer. This is the time to write down your fears, identity patterns, everything that no longer resonates with you, things that you have outgrown. Write these down on the list. No longer serves you, be honest. Be true, because this is to help you, okay? Be truthful. This is about clearing soul contracts. Burn that piece of paper. Burn that list. This is how karmic waste is returned to the stars, returned to the universe. This is a timeless ritual of transmutation. So let me recap on that. You're going to write a list down on all your fears, everything that no longer resonates with you, everything that is, is gone out of your life or that you don't want in your life, old patterns, old identities, old people, places, and things that you no longer deem important. That sounds mean, people, but you know what I'm trying to say. Um, Things that just no longer resonates with you, and that could be some people. All right. Now it says under the new moon, you have your list, and you want to burn it. Get a burning bowl or whatever and burn it. And this will help clear the soul contracts, the karmic weight is then returned to the universe, stars. Okay. The second ritual that you can perform in this new moon is during this time you may get overloaded with information because you're going to be flooded with so much information, um, and you find yourself you don't know which information is feasible or you don't know what information because you can't figure it out because there's so much statics because you're getting so much downloads. So what it's telling you is you need to anchor yourself to Mother Earth. Walk barefoot in her soil, walk over rocks, grass, ground yourself in her frequency, allowing the excess energy from all these downloads that you're getting, the static, the fear, allow her to take it away from you. When you ground yourself and you're down into Mother Earth, your feet are grounded like tree roots. Then whisper to her what is weighing heavy on your heart, what is weighing heavy on your soul. Your earth remembers your vibration when you forget hers. That's wild, huh? The earth remembers your frequency, your vibration, even though you forget hers, the ones that you don't walk in nature, you don't ground yourself or whatever. But your cells remember when you ground yourself, your cells remember. It starts recalibrating. You start having your step back into rhythm and balance. When you are one with the earth, when you ground yourself for protection, you go back to recalibrating. The earth, you're basically one, okay, in rhythm and balance. That's so cool. Now, the third ritual is about word and sound. Sacred words contain vibrations in ancient principles. I quote, as within, so without, as above, so below, as the word, so the world, unquote. That's so cool, huh? I love that. I'm going to read it again. As within, so without, as above, so below, as the word, so the world. I think that's so cool. Each morning and each night till the end of the month, while placing your hand on your heart, breathe, speak this mantra. I will not resist. I will transform. I allow what is real to rise. I remember who I am. Wow. I will not resist. I will transform. I allow what is real to rise. I remember who I am. When speaking this mantra, you may feel like tingling in your hands. You might feel a tightness in your heart or in your chest. You might start crying. Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed on that, because this is letting you know how it is working. Those are some of the things that you will feel, think, see, feel, when you do this every night and every morning. Okay. So your voice vibrations rearrange the internal field, the language of ascension. This is how to tune yourself, not to fix yourself, to obtain, to hold more light, more truth of oneself. Okay? It's revealing what's always been whole within you. This is a sacred week. This week that we're in right now is a very sacred week. But remember, not everything you feel is yours. You're connected to the collective now. Trust the shift and walk with light. I thought that was really enlightening. Those three rituals I thought were pretty cool, and everybody can use those. So the new moon on the 25th of June is emphasis. It's in Cancer, and its emphasis is on home, family, emotional security. But believe it or not, the sun is in Cancer, the moon is in Cancer, and Jupiter is in Cancer. That is the time of introspection, okay? Reflection on the past and building and using it for building it for future goals. Watch out, because your emotions are going to be heightened. So I'm sure it's going to be, you might find yourself arguing, but this new moon in Cancer is all about relationships, loved ones, um, seeing the bigger picture. Okay, your emotions are heightened. Pay attention to intuition. This new moon brings opportunities for positive changes in both professional and personal life. The new moon in Cancer occurs after the summer solstice, with themes that will be prominent in emotional security, ancestors, and family. Cancer is about reflecting on the past and how that's impacting your present life. Let me reread that again. Cancer is about reflecting on the past and how that's impacting on your present life. With doing that, it may dictate where you are stuck. Yeah. Your emotional centers, your intuition will be heightened. So your emotionally whole center, the whole thing, your whole thing of you in emotions is going to be heightened because, does anybody know why? Because the planet Jupiter is an amplifier. It amplifies. So it's amplifying Cancer's energy, which Cancer's energy is all about emotions and, you know, and it's saying your intuition because it's ruled by the Cancer is ruled by the moon, and the moon is all about intuitions and emotions and secrets and all that crap, all that stuff. Um, it says your intuition will be heightened, so pay attention to what your heart and your spirit is telling you because you will get some signs and they will be direct. Because it's going to be an emotional. I'm not saying it's going to be a roller coaster, but a lot of things are going to affect you deep down to your soul emotionally. Okay, that's what Cancer is all about. Okay, what was I saying? Conjunction. Okay, Jupiter conjuncts with the new moon, making better opportunities where you are challenged. So the place where you are stuck, all of a sudden you're going to be handed, or you're going to have some opportunities to get you out of the stuckness. You see what I'm saying? So, like, let's see, like, it's like this. You're stuck, you need money, blah, blah, blah. And somebody offers you an idea for business, and you really don't have to do that much. They give you an opportunity. Do this. This is bringing in lots of money for a lot of people. So you say, hey, what the heck? That's what I'm talking about. Opportunity of where you're stuck. If you're stuck, let's see, you can't move forward in. That was the only thing that I could think of, like a job, or if you were jobless and you didn't know what to do, and somebody just gave you an opportunity to start this business and it doesn't take much money to bring it up and people are really making some bank, that would be an opportunity. And where you're stuck is that you don't have a job, or you're too scared to go out in the public, or whatever the case may be. But somehow there's going to be an opportunity of where you are stuck, and that's pretty good. Okay, now Neptune squares to the new moon highlights areas where you're deluding yourself, where you're thinking you're delusional, because Neptune is the planet of delusion, dreams, um, illusion, things that you think are happening that really aren't, daydreams and dreams, wishes, whatever. It's telling you, do not rush into any emotional situation without clarity. So that could be thinking somebody did something when you find out that no, you didn't have enough proof to prove that they did that, and you find out that they didn't do that. So it's telling you, or any other emotional. I've just picked that out of the blue. So do not allow your emotions to dictate something that you don't have clarification in, okay? Because it's just going to put you in a bad place. Plus, it's going to make you look stupid because if you if you do something like that, it's just going to make you look like you're not very responsible, okay? In this new moon, in Cancer, Use the energy to overcome obstacles and move forward. Yeah, use that energy. Use that energy of stuckness and emotions and everything that's holding you back. Use that to move forward. Go through obstacles. And when you do that, you'll feel so much better about yourself. It's unreal. Okay. What they're telling you is cleanse with sage before the new moon. The new moon's on the 25th. It purifies your energy and environment so you have a clean slate. So you can start with when you're putting your intentions, when you're setting your intention, everything's clear, everything's clean. Like I was saying, the ruler of Cancer is the moon. Jupiter will be in Cancer till June of 2026. It brings opportunities of abundance, brings new beginnings and new pathways. The moon in Cancer connects to the heart. Cancer energy is very sensitive. Remember, Jupiter is the planet that amplifies. So it's going to amplify sensitive energy. It's going to emotional energy. It is going to amplify, which means getting big, get bigger, louder, more intense. Okay. Jupiter and the new moon in Cancer, squares Saturn, which is in Aries, and squares with Neptune, also in Aries. What does that mean? It's powerful. It won't happen again in our lifetime. That won't happen again when Neptune, I'm sorry, Neptune squares in Aries, Jupiter and the moon squares Saturn, which is in Aries, and then squares with Neptune, also in Aries. It's a powerful time, but it's not going to happen in our lifetime again. Maybe in our grandchildren's lifetime. I don't know, but not in ours. Oh, probably not even, no, probably not even in our grandchildren's. Okay. Neptune is a very slow moving. So we are closing something. We're closing something that's really big in our life. Something, and since Cancer is about emotions, family, home, we're closing something that is very big, that has taken a big part of our lives, and we're closing it out. And we're starting a new beginning. So I'm not even going to try to think of what that could be, because that could be, since it's family, relationships, ancestors, relatives, emotions, sensitivity. I would think that has something to do with it. So we are closing something very big, and we're starting new beginnings. We're starting something different. We're having a different structure. The new beginnings, this is not materialistic, though. It's not materialistic. We're talking deep in this, from the soul. Deep in the soul, level of consciousness is rising, and it has a lot of illusions. So I didn't say obstacles, I said illusions. So, anyways, Jupiter and Neptune aspects can be quite magical. Cancer brings emotional sensitivity, caring for others, knowing what others need. Cancer is about feeling safe. These planets, Saturn, Neptune, Cardinal Cancer, Cardinal Libra, Cardinal Capricorn, is called a Cardinal Grand Cross. It's an important time of new beginnings. No longer going along with the crowd. You're not going to be going along with the crowd. You're taking back control of your life, of your own energy, your own power, one's moral compass. That's what we need around here. More morals, ethics, and integrity, connecting to the truth, getting back into nature, and simpler things we can rely on, justifying only to ourselves or to our loved ones or whatever, not following the norm, not being a whole bunch of lambs, following, the cattle into the slaughtering bin or whatever, being your own person, dictating the path that you want to go, not allowing someone else to dictate to you what you need to get done in your 8-hour shift at work. You are starting with new beginnings. Your emotions and intuition is going to be very heightened. This new moon has a lot of, what do you call it? Has a lot of opportunities, but has a lot of things soul searching too. And this last week in June is a very sacred time. Use it, use it wisely to grow spiritually and to understand. And I gave you three rituals that you can do that are simple, doesn't take much time, and can help open those doors to where you want to go, or your next opportunity that you feel, or your next intention that you're manifesting. Okay, so this is your reading in the new moon, for the new moon in Cancer, June 25th, 2025. I appreciate your time. Peace be with you. To the next time, guys. Have a good one. Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.